everybody. So today what I'm going to be doing is a sinking funds update, and it will sort of like be a bill exchange as well, because I do have some money I can finagle and move around a little bit. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so per usual, I didn't write anything. This is from my last update. So what I'm going to do is just copy and paste this, and there are some things that have changed, and I'll explain them a little bit later on what has changed. So yeah, we're going to get into it. Alrighty, so I have set everything up, and I am going to go ahead and start going through my cash envelopes to see what I have. Let me pull out the money I have in debt Snowball, because I can start trading out bills if I have any. So what I have in debt Snowball is 100, 200, 220, 230, 235, 236, 237, 238, 239, 240, 241, 242, 243, 244, 245. So I'm missing $10 out of here. I actually had to use some money out of here. But it's okay. It just happens to be what I use that money for, unfortunately. So I'm gonna put these right here, and what I'm gonna do is use this money for any trading, like for any bill exchange I might need to do in any of these folders. I don't have much to go off of, but I'm pretty certain I'll be able to change something. So now we're gonna go back to our savings and count. So let's see. In savings, what I have is 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 185, 190, 200, 205, 210. So what I can do, I'm gonna go ahead and just take these hundreds that I have now and these 10. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. So I'm gonna put these 20s here, as well as these 10s, and get 100. You know what? I'm also gonna get rid of these 5s as well and just get a 10. So I should have 210 in savings now. So 100, 210, so 210. Put that back in here. I'm gonna have to move this over because this isn't in frame. So also that's a little bit better in frame. I don't have an iPad or anything. I just have my little notebook. So that's what I'm gonna be using. So up here is gonna be 210. Alrighty. Emergency. I have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. I'm sorry, let me count that again. Y'all, me and this counting, I'll be struggling. So 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 290, 300, 305, 310. Alrighty, so let me put these down. 60, 80. Put that here. Put these 10s here. Put that 5 here. And get that last 100 and a 10. Alrighty, so what I should have in here is 310. So 100, 200, 300, 10. Alrighty, so car maintenance. Let's see what I have in here. Y'all really need a new folder, a new envelope. So I have 100, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, 205. What I can do is take out these 10s and get myself a 20. Alrighty. So 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 205. I wonder if you guys can see that. If not, I'll work on setting up everything a little bit later on like other videos. Medical. I actually have to go to the doctor lately, so I don't have what I had before. So I have, what I have left now is 10, 20, 30, 40. So I can just exchange these for some 20s. Yeah. 220, so 20, 40. So I have 40 in medical now. Beauty, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110. I actually used my credit card to buy something, so I have to take this 100 out, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, because that's what I saved for. That's the point. So these 20s are going here, and all this money on the side is going to the bank for my debt. So this money is going over here. So all I have left is $10. So where I started from last month. Alrighty. Jukebox, my baby. I have 20, 40, 45, 50. So I'm going to take these 5s and get 10s. You guys, I need trays. I need trays. All right. So 20, 40, 50. So I have 50 in jukebox now, a jukebox envelope. And I think I'm going to stop counting that Snowball as an envelope because that's not what I'm intending to do with it. So I'm just gonna put a line through that. Let's see. And then taxes. I actually have some money in taxes, y'all. Look how much I got. $1. $1 in taxes. So that's good. So I'm just gonna update that. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do some math. So my starting balance is 147. That was with me counting that Snowball. So let's just make that 140. Well, let me do that now. I'll make it 140. What's my starting balance? Let me do my end. Alrighty, so my ending balance is 826. And let's subtract that 140. So I added 686 to my envelopes for this past month, and that's amazing. That's only because of that bonus check I got last month, which was such a blessing. That's how I got my envelopes up right there. Now, my debt is a different story. I did a thing, and the thing I did was get a new car. I got a new car. Let's just leave it there. I got a new car, and what that means for me is a higher loan amount, and a higher monthly payment. I'm able to fit that in my budget and everything like that. I worked everything out. I still have money to put away in my sinking funds, but it is a lot more than I anticipated to pay, but it's okay. So my ending balance for the month for Synchrony is $740. For my Bank of America, it's a very rough amount, but I did spend a lot of money this month on my credit card. I really need to like take it away, completely. But I used at least like $500. I think it's around like $1,900 now. That's a rough estimate. But I'm gonna just leave that a rough estimate for now. This went down as well. I can get an exact number though, but that went down as well. Car loan, rough estimate, but that's pretty much how much that is. The loan is for a lot less, but with interest, this is how much I'm going to be paying for it. So rough estimate, it's a lot. I know. You don't have to tell me, it's a lot. All right, so now I'm going to add all that up, and that's going to hurt my heart, but it's okay. Alrighty, so now what I have for debt, and I got worse. Good going, Morghan. You do a fantastic job with this debt stuff, but that's how much I went up. So I went from 66,000 and for owing like debt to 82. But the thing with the car loan and what I kind of had to understand was I had a older car, I had a used car, and it was my first car, so my interest rate was extremely high. And by the time I paid off that car loan, I would have been paying this much anyway. So when I got the new car, my interest rate dropped at least like 7%. And because it dropped that low, I think it was like 7 to 8%. So my interest rate dropped significantly. And because of that, I think the car costed around like 34. And then at the end of my term, this is how much I'll be paying. So I would rather pay the same amount of money for a car that's newer than one that's older that already had a lot of miles on it, if you feel what I'm saying. So that's why I decided to make that decision. And yeah, it looks crazy, and it is, but it's okay. We're gonna work through it. And even if this was a wrong decision for me to get a new car, it's life. We're still learning, and we're gonna work through it. And it's okay if sometimes financial decisions aren't the best. We're human, and you know, we like to do things that we want to do, and unfortunately that might not be for the best for like your budget for right now or for the future or whatever situation you may have. But it's okay. And what you do moving forward can either help or hurt you as far as mitigating anything that might be out of whack for you. But for me, making this decision, I was okay with it. The payments fit into my budget. I wasn't going to be stretched thin, so I was okay with getting a new car. And I actually wanted a newer car anyway. So it all worked out. But that is everything as far as writing everything down. So let's count the money that I'm going to be giving to the bank. So what we have is, these 20s are tough. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, we'll leave that at 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, so that's 300, then we have 305, 310, 315, 320, 325, 330, 335, 336, 337, 338, 339, 340, 341, 342, 343, 344, 345. And that checks out because I only added 100 towards putting this to the bank, and originally I had 245 in my debt snowball, so that all checks out. So thank you for joining me on this video. I'm glad you came back. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me a ton, and I love to talk to you guys. I like to have conversation, like I always say. So yeah, happy Tuesday, and have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys on the next week. And next week will be a cash stuffing. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.